Jay Baba. Welcome to our celebration for Michelle Shafer. I have just a thought, and then I'll show a video that Marvin has prepared for us. I'll just say this: Michelle kind of startled me one day. I don't know what was going on, but she startled me. She said, "Well, it was actually around the time that Vesta was sick, and Michelle had heard about her diagnosis." And we were talking, I don't even know what it was. And she said to me, "Well, you are like my big sister. You're my big sister." And I was kind of surprised. And she said it to me more than once. And there was a quality to it. And I don't know, I couldn't, at the time, I didn't stop and appreciate the quality of what she was saying to me. But when it came time and she was coming out, when she was going into hospice, when they told her there wasn't any treatment that was available from there on in. So she understood what was happening and she called me and she said, "I'm there's nothing else they can do and I'm going to go into hospice. My family's here, so I can't talk long, but you're my big sister. You're my big sister." So I had to call. I guess the thing was that it was such pure love. Michelle brought that pure love to me. She brought such inclusiveness that could only be Meher Baba. And she brought that intimacy that comes from purity and love. So I just want to salute my little sister and say, Jai Baba. Now I see Marvin is here. Marvin, we've got your video. And so we'd love to play it. I don't know if you have anything you'd like to say before we start, but there's no pressure if you just want to hang out. It's kind of up to you. Okay. All right. We'll let you hang out then if that's okay.
Yeah, I do have something that Betty sent me to Gore to read.
Perfect.
I don't know if you want this now or
Yes, please. That would be great.
okay. Boy, sorry, I'm not not functioning as well as I usually do. How's that? This is something from Tagore. In one salutation to thee, my God, let all my senses spread out and touch this world at thy feet. Like a rain cloud of July hung low with its burden of unshed showers, let all my mind bend down at thy door in one salutation to thee. Let all my songs gather together their diverse strains into a single current and flow into a sea of silence in one salutation to thee. Like a flock of homesick cranes, flying night and day back to their mountain nests, let all my life take its voyage to its eternal home in one salutation to thee. Ever in my life, I have sought thee with my songs. It was they who led me from door to door. With them have I felt about me, searching and touching my world. It was my songs that taught me all the lessons I ever learned. They showed me secret paths. They brought before my sight many a star on the horizon of my heart. They guided me all day long to the mysteries of the country of pleasure and pain. And at last, to what palace gate have they brought me in the evening at the end of my journey? This time of my parting, wish me good luck, my friends. The sky is flushed with the dawn, and my path lies beautiful. Ask not what I have with me to take there. I start on my journey with empty hands and an expectant heart. I shall put on my wedding garland. Mine is not the red-brown dress of the traveler, though there are dangers on the way. I have no fear in my mind. The evening star will come out when my voyage is done, and the plaintive notes of twilight melodies be struck up from the king's highway. I've got my leave. Bid me farewell, my brothers. I bow to you all and take my departures. Here I give back the keys of my door, and I give all claims to my house. I only ask for last words from you. We were neighbors for long, but I received more than I could give. Now the day has dawned, and the lamp that lit my dark corner is out. A summons has come, and I'm ready for my journey. Boy, it
This
sure
is
isn't true.
this is so amazing. Wow. Who
She
wrote that?
definitely gave more than she received.
She did give more than she received, honey. I was just saying that before you came on. Those were Tagore poetry. Was
Oh.
by Tagore.
Yes,
Yeah, that was sweet,
I-
Betty.
that was something that Betty brought to my attention that
Mhm.
was so fitting. Thank you, Betty.
Well, all right. I think if it's okay, we'll show the video.
Sure.
All right, sweetheart. So glad you're here, Che Papa. I know you know how much we love you. Just
So
put
good to see you, Marvin.
Che Papa.
I hope to spend a little bit more time, but you know, things are just so complicated right now. You know,
It's okay.
I just can't come to RP.
No, 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 no. You'll
Oh,
come whenever
yeah,
it's time.
right.
It'll settle down.
Sending love, darling. We are all sending love. We love you.
Love seeing you, Marvin. Big
Yeah.
hugs and kisses to you.
Thank you.
Bring Uncle Lemmy when you come.
Actually, I'll be in Myrtle Beach for Michelle's birthday,
And
Oh,
when is that?
what's that?
the 21st
Of this month?
of this month of March.
Oh,
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, I'm doing a show in Baltimore, and from there I'm going straight to Myrtle Beach with Aaron, hopefully.
Are you
And
guys,
And that's the first day of spring as well.
no, that's
Okay.
not
Okay.
February.
all right, Marvin, are you driving or how are you
yeah,
going?
driving. I have a full car.
All right, well, I live in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Okay.
So if you guys need a stopover on the way down there, you got it. Mi
Okay.
casa,
Thank
su
you.
casa. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
But
I'll come see you, right? Okay, Ruthie?
okay. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
45
sounds
minutes
good.
away.
Jay Baba.
Jay Bob.
Jay Baba. All right, let's take a look at our beautiful Michelle.
If I could just lose myself, I know I'd find you. But this awakening takes such time. I've traveled round the world in hopes you'd guide me. You've been with me all along. I didn't see. It isn't the longing. It isn't the loving. It isn't the light that shines in you. Love passed down through the ages. Love, share it, it's contagious. Now I find myself in the stream that's binding, and surrender one day will set me free. The journey deep reveals the path unwinding to the love that lies within everyone you see. It isn't the
Growing up, Michelle was ignored by her family. By 16, she was into drugs and liquor. She had a visitation by what she thought was an angel, and he told her, "This is not your path." After we married and went to Myrtle Beach, the spiritual center, she saw a photo of young Baba and told me the story. The angel that visited her was Meher Baba. During our first years together, we had so much fun doing shows in New York City. I encouraged her to go by herself to India. We only had enough money for one ticket. I wanted her to meet Mani, who was very frail at that time, and singing for Mani opened her up to the life she was to become. Michelle and I were able to make 4 additional trips to India before I went on dialysis. We were able to bring all 4 of our children with us to India to meet the Mandalay. Music began calling her and consuming her more and more. Her time, her energy, vacations at Myrtle Beach, where Aaron fit right in, cleaning cabins with Jeff, Annie, and the gang. He so enjoyed our visits that last year he volunteered as a worker wallah. When Aaron turned 11, we went to India as a family. Michelle took her skills at songwriting to the stage in India, where she was able to perform and let loose the strings of shyness. On her return, she would perform at the library and the meeting room with the confidence and assuredness of a seasoned professional. She practiced hard and longer, perfecting and honing her guitar skills, poetry, and songwriting. She began crafting each piece into a masterwork. New songs and unique orchestration were bubbling up through her, and her audience was growing. Whether playing at clubs or sharing our books, the music ruled, and her songs began to follow in the guidance of Meher Baba.
Dream, and it fits just like a glove. In the moment, you feel free. What's taking you is love. It can happen in the morning, through the glistening sunlight. The experience in the dawning, after the long dark night. You will see this will be alright. May the winds wash over you and bring you all the colors, but never blue. See, the rain clouds are nurturing everything inside you to grow. How the full moon keeps pulling and reflecting the sun's glow. is on the roof turns to white noise and you're back to slumber, and dreams you have revealed the truth. You will see this will be alright. May the waves wash over you and bring you all the colors, but never blue. And bring you all the colors, never blue.
So these ladies, they were in our, so my husband and I work together, and they were in our booth, and we do really colorful anodized aluminum jewelry mobiles. And these ladies were going, oh, I do all the colors in my house, but never blue. And I stood there like I drank the Kool-Aid. All the colors, never blue. All the colors, never blue. So that was like February, and this was a few years ago, and by May, this song happened. So this song, this is like a Rumi poem. I usually play it on my nylon string, but for just a couple songs to bring two guitars, so simplicity of life takes you on. It gets complicated by Maya's song. The human condition's but a fray between heart and mind, conflicted by wants and the illusion sublime. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. You've gazed into the mirror of another soul, and a rare kind of love has taken hold. Love's seen your secret garden, locked behind its gate, and your featured fortress, the key lies hidden away. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. You've tasted love's breath, the rose with fragrant wine. Now you can't seem to get back to your old way of life. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. You've tasted love's breath, the rose with fragrant wine. Now you can't seem to get back to your old way of life. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. Your heart knows everything you'll ever need to know. says to me, he says, Mom, if my heart knows everything I need to know, why do I have to go to school? It's like, wow. So I often say, I firmly believe that art and song, for me, songs come through me, and that I'm only the vehicle or the conduit. And this song wrote itself one day at the piano. And there's a whole story behind it, but it'll take too long. And he has a story that goes with it, but that day. On my way back to you, I hope that's where I'm going. On my way back to you, matters not where I've been. My heart's been broken, my life's a rightness, and still I sit here open. I'm on my way back to you. On my way back to you, I don't know what I'm doing. On my way back to you, the right turn somehow I'll make. If I could hold on to the hand of truth, surely I've been going. I'm on my way back to you. On my way back to you, I know that's where I'm going. On my way back to you, your love leads me there. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you do. I not long ago met Elizabeth, and thank you for inviting me to play, and thank you for being such a beautiful audience. Thank you. There is the dawning, when hearts are calling. One for each hand, those walls and love tears them down. There is the showing, what hearts are knowing. Your paths have now crossed, and so you begin.
each of us. There lies love within each of us, within each of us. There is the waiting, hearts illuminating, and the longing, and the burning, white flag surrender is found. There is the causing and effect of wanting. It stops when your heart finally gives way. There lies love within each of us, within each of us. There lies love within each of us, within each of us. There is the dawning, when hearts are calling. One preaching those walls and love tears them down. One preaching those walls and love Dear Baba, my love, God may stay just a rumor to me, but you came into view. Love eluded me, but yours made it through. picture on my dashboard. They're not painting in the hall. Photographs around our house. The sun upon the walls. Though I say RT on the run,
understand how you describe my condo. My car is so exact.
This is not a, it's not a fast one.
We're okay.
This is another one that says, lovers lament about longing for nearby.
Such a hedonist.
I'm thinking about hers. Well, I'm just staring at that line. I lit a far back, got a cream and ecstasy. Maybe I'm just waiting to realize while you're with me and see. In the meantime, I dream of that place so far away and removed, where I feel you in every space, every moment, your love rules, where I cross the road, over the railroad tracks I go, on up the hill, and I lay myself down, lay myself down, I lay myself down at your feet, oh, at your feet. I attempt to leave it up to you. Ain't that a thing I can do? I won't be shirking responsibilities. I keep your wish, and maybe I'll please you. Oh, but how do I maintain that feeling of having you so near? Your love, it surrounds me, well, the fragrance ever so clear, where I cross the road, over the railroad tracks I go, on the hill, and I what happens is I start reading or something.
Life was sweet and her talent blossomed. Cancer reared its ugly face and caught us all unaware. The day after shooting her first video, she went into the hospital for surgery. She couldn't sing for months and lost her sense of smell. But the songs still flowed. We went to LA for her final concert. For over an hour she sang her hits and ended with the song that she sang for Monty 30 years earlier.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher. Through many toils, hearts and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home to Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed in Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher Baba, Meher. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Jai Baba. Jai Baba. I will always be, even when my body gives out on me. I'm the silence in between the notes of a sweet melody. I will always be. You will always be, even when you become body free. You're a golden thread flowing into infinity. You will always be. Closer than your very breath, drops in the ocean, not separate. One collective consciousness are we, and will always be. We will always be, even when we take our leave. We're particles of energy, love's light that goes on endlessly. We will always be. We will always be.
Well, Marvin, I'm glad you were able to still hang out with us. What an incredible piece of work that was. Thank you.
That was precious, precious. And I missed her singing, so it was wonderful to see her and listen to her. And she's alive. She's eternal.
Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, she sent me that. I don't know, we were talking on the phone and she said, well, I just wrote this new song, I'll send it. So she sent me that MP3 of that last song and it became my instant favorite. What a woman. Well, I don't know. I'm sure there's some people that have memories they might want to share as well. Marvin, do you have anything, honey, that you want to bring forth?
You know, she left so much music that is unpublished, and I'm just working my way through it. trying to get it all together and maybe put out another album or something.
Yeah, I'm looking for the songbook myself.
A songbook,
Yeah,
okay.
I've figured out 2 of her songs, but
That's
she
something
was,
Aaron and I were just talking about.
oh,
Is
good.
writing out the lyrics and everything, and having somebody help us with the chords. 'Cause
Well, put it out there. I certainly would help, and I'm sure Pam could help. There are people in the community that would love to be part of that.
okay, all right, I'll do that.
Yay. Go ahead, Betty.
I just, I'm editing, it's her birthday's next month, it's March, right? March 21st?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
March
good,
21st. Yeah.
clarified, thank you. First day of spring, what a, what a springy soul. She told me early on that she had a dream that I was in. We didn't know each other at all. I had no understanding of, except for Baba, which of course is a big connection, of how that would happen. But it was about the world, and there was kind of a network over the earth, and I was in that dream. So I always felt like I needed to live up to whatever it was that inspired her. Um, yeah, she was quite a force, that one. Mm, that's all. Jay Baba, love her.
Thanks, Len.
She must be here. She must be. She wouldn't miss this.
Well, Baba did say, where do people go when they die? And nobody knew, and he said nowhere. So, yeah. Michal, Che Baba.
Well, Marvin, first of all, you're looking so beautiful and good. Good to see you like that. And good that you put it up and that you're busying yourself. And I'm sending so much love to you and Aaron. And I used to love seeing you together. It was so beautiful, just sitting together next to each other. There are some good couples and that emanate the love. And you certainly were, because you didn't do much, but just sitting next to each other, the way that you were sitting next to each other, and the way you were speaking or looking or talking about each other, it was so heart filling and so healing. So you are a very lucky man, and she's a very lucky woman to have had such a relationship. And I don't know, I have this feeling that all these people that Baba took are preparing a world for us all to come up into. And I had this kind of a vision not long ago. I mean, not a vision that I can see anything, but the feeling was that's where Baba was taking them all. And that they are preparing the world to which all of us will come. This beautiful world with music and love and sanity and Baba. And yes, we're all going to go there very soon. So Marvin, big hug. Big hug. I feel that she is here, It's not you are her husband, and it's different for you than for me, but I feel she's here, completely here. And when you brought this program, she was fully here, and I missed her singing, so it was wonderful. So I know that I have this view about life and death, which not everyone has. So I dare speak my version of how I feel about it. So big hugs to you and to Aaron. And thank you for all the gifts of your being together and your beautiful, beautiful Michelle. And do cry, it's okay. It's okay to cry, yeah? When people say things like that, it's okay to cry. Take you on my shoulder and pat you on your back. And because it's a good crying, it's not a bad crying. It's not a heart-tearing crying, it's a good crying. Hugs.
Thank you, Michelle. That was beautiful. I always would call you and say Michelle, and then I'd call Michelle and say Michal, and so you two must have had some relation that I didn't know about.
We had relation through our name because when I was little, I was in England
Yeah.
and I spoke Hebrew, pure Hebrew, and they spoke English. They were sure that I was speaking French and they couldn't say my name, so they called me Michelle.
See that?
When I came to Mariband, because I knew that no one would know how to say my name, I said, okay, call me Michelle. But the Mandali did not like that. They said, no, you stay with your name, whatever name people will call you, and people call me in different names. Each one has a different way of calling me. But they said, no, you stay with the name that you were born with.
Well, we love
So,
your name.
yeah,
We
I love it too.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Lisbeth, go ahead, dear.
Oh, hi. You know, after Michal, after Michal said that about Marvin and Michelle, I was thinking, yes, I felt that too. And what then about this quote, the Baba quote came to my mind. Love is self-communicative. Those who don't have it catch it. Anyway, I'm paraphrasing from the ones who have it. In other words, when we saw Michelle and Marvin together, we could catch that love. And it was a great love, a pure love, a big love. And you could just see they were an example of love, yes. And Michelle was an example of love. And what I started to say, but I got sidetracked because of Michelle's comment, which I agreed with, is I am going to miss Michelle's voice, and my favorite song is The Stranger. I don't know why it's my favorite, but it always gets to my soul. And just seeing her sing and hearing her voice. I mean, before this started, I went online to look at her last messages to me. And I found one in April, cancer free. And then I found one later when she just released the albums, and she sent me a photo of The Stranger, and she'd gotten the rights for Baba looking at her album, The Stranger. And there was this great review of her work from a magazine. I can't remember what it was, but I can still hear her voice in my head. I'll probably always hear it. I loved her. I'm really gonna miss her. I know she's in a better place, but I'm looking forward to whatever Marvin puts together. And the songbook. I doubt if I can help, but if I can, I will. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, Lisbeth.
Can I make a comment?
Absolutely.
The Stranger was written almost concurrently to the time when she was diagnosed cancer. So that's why it's such a poignant sort of illustration of how Baba goes through us. And the stranger entering her life.
Jai Baba, Marvin. Thank you. Prakash, I see you. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba Marvin, Jai Baba everybody. Yeah, no, very touching accounts by all. And, Marvin, we, like you do, we all miss Michelle in our artis. And there was a time when actually I just remembered suddenly, I was sharing a Telugu song, a language none of you understand. And and while that was being shared, and after the song, she said, there was something in those lines that touched me, which really was very great to hear, because, that's how Baba puts, the way she vibrated to something that she didn't even understand. So there was much more deeper communication that happened at that time. So that sort of being she was, and, all that she gave to everybody uh, through her songs and through her life with you and your sons and everybody. It's a beauty. I mean, I always remember when people leave us, this particular thing from God Speaks. This is by Rumi. I thought I'll just share this, and then let I'll conclude. So the ascending soul here. Rumi says, I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I was man. Why should I fear when I was less by dying? Yet once more I shall die as man to soar with angels blessed. But even from angelhood, I must pass on. All except God doth perish. When I have sacrificed my angel soul, I shall become what no mind ever conceived. Oh, let me not exist, for non-existence proclaims in organ tones, to him we shall return. And that's where she happily is. Granted that we miss the physical association, and this is a phase we have to go through, but knowing very well that she is blessed and happy wherever she is. Jai Baba. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prakash. That's
Jai,
beautiful.
Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba. Yeah, I have to say, I think Michelle and I may have related a bit on the physical piece in our lives. She was so much younger than I am, but I've got all these physical things going on, and I go into the hospital and I have my stuff, and it's not easy stuff. I'll say that. Michelle, though, I mean, I just have to say she went through that process. Now, Marvin, your experience is different, but for us on Baba Zoom, she just reflected this beautiful ability to pass through the preparations to leave here in such a poised, beautiful way that it helps me. I will carry that. She will help me when it comes time and I'm getting ready to cross over that door. I wouldn't be surprised if, thinking of Baba, Michelle Shafer's face also pops up in my memory, because she really showed us how. Dylan, Diane, and Terry, Jai Baba.
Hi. Whew. We got to know Michelle through Baba Zoom, and we're blessed when they came to LA. And Baba must have told me to hit the record button, because we now have her singing Amazing Grace forever. And I don't know how, I was so touched. I don't know how I had that steady hand, but Baba led me the whole way. And it took me forever to be able to send that large of a document to Marvin, but the two of us persevered. And neither of us gave up. But there was a song that, so many of the songs that were played on this video were incredible. My favorite was The Names of God, and she knew it. And she would thrill me when she would literally call me out and say, Diane, this is for you, because she knew how much I loved it. And she utilized her community on Baba Zoom to share intimate details of her process. And it's what I always say, Baba Zoom is kind of a cross-section between psychotherapy and spirituality. And she allowed us to go on this journey. And there were 3 lovely Baba Zoom people, Vesta, Irene, and Michelle, who all had the cancer diagnosis, and they were a support group to each other. To lose all 3 of them in a year, it's like, Baba, take a break. But I want to thank everybody for being here and honoring her. I know that it's a Saturday morning for many people and a Saturday night for many others, and blessed be this is recorded, so people can really take in this gorgeous video that Marvin made. We miss her greatly, Marvin. Thank you, thank you, thank you for opening up your home to us. And Terry?
Jay Baba. I still feel her hug that she gave me at the front of the LA Center by the stage. I can still feel her body in my arms, and I can still feel her hands on my back. And, you know, she'll be with us forever. It's an amazing experience to have someone so intimately connected. And we loved her, we love her, we love you, Marvin. And Baba will lead the way. That's all I can say. He knows what he's doing.
On a totally gross plane comment, she had some dynamite outfits.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She really knew how to dress herself up so gorgeously, so gorgeously.
Yep.
If I was in Chicago, I might come and raid her closet.
Jay Baba.
Jay Baba.
We love you, Marvin.
Guys are welcome anytime.
Jay Baba. Nihal? Go ahead, dear.
Okay, so people are not putting their hands up. I don't know why. First of all, she was the sweetest of the sweet. She had this sweetness. Wow. It went through. It wasn't like watching a window in Zoom. She went through it. She was actually approaching. I mean, she was absolutely alive in it. But I remember so many things, like when you were reading things to her and she said that that was a lullaby for her. The best way to go to sleep was to listen to you reading to her. But actually, when you used to do that in our Zooms for us, and your voice just coming through so soothingly and so peacefully, and so wow, that was so beautiful. And then you were Mr. Sheep. So that was so fun. So these things, they just stay alive in us, you know. All this this Zoom is just amazing, you know. It's a wower, like I said once. It is such a wower, you know, and your togetherness is not finished, you know. It's not, because it's in us, you know. It's in all our cells. You're sitting together, and she doing all the, how do you call it, pancakes in the back, and Aaron going by and playing something sometimes, and you wearing that sheep thing and or reading very peacefully, and that was so beautiful to see. So you are alive. She is alive, and for me, completely. And I guess that she is also for you the same way. She's gone in the body, but not gone, like Baba.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big hug to you. Big hug to you. We love you. It's not only Michelle that we loved. We love your togetherness. It's not only your togetherness that we loved, we love you. And another thing that I really loved. She said she came to you and that was it. She came into your house and she was taken. That's it. She never left. I love that, you know. So you became a couple. And I love the way she describes it, because, you know, it's not something that happens every day, that you come to someone and that's it, you're taken. So she was taken not only by you, not only by Baba, but by you.
Well,
And your togetherness was so wonderful to see together, and it's embedded in me and gives my heart such joy to remember these things. And I love you. I do. Not only her, I love you too.
What were you going to say, Marvin?
what I was going to say is that 50 years ago, I was working for Hugh Hefner, making all these bronze nudes. And I was getting really sick of the whole thing. And I said to myself that I would make someone for myself. And I did a little silver piece of a person, you know, that I would like to be with. And I showed it to Michelle, and it's her portrait. It was 20 years before I even met her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very strange. You know, I mean, I still have these.
Well, you know, I just wanted to say, Marvin, when we see you, we see this view and we see Baba behind you and the painting on the wall, and it's the set. It's your set,
Right.
you and Michelle. So that photograph towards
Yeah.
the end of the video of Michelle sitting in that room and the windows that she's looking out, like, I just don't realize that there's windows that you're actually looking, you have right, you know, as you're looking towards us, there are windows.
Right.
The way that photo came together of the convergence of light from the windows in and onto her. That's
Yeah.
just, God, that's beautiful, Marvin.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Did you
Well,
take it?
not me, you know, I mean, I was just observing. So I took the photo. You know, because she worked so many hours practicing,
Oh,
just constantly working at her skills and working at her craft.
yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, it was worth it, you know. The only thing is that um, I have a tendency to hum along with her songs, and she used to like stop. And just today, I was humming along, and Erin reminded me that I need to stop humming along to her songs.
Never stop. Never stop. You're the carrier now, honey, so it's good. You've heard them enough that you can hum along.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Betty,
to add to Betty's dream, or
yeah.
Michelle's dream of Baba, this was something that she was extremely aware of, which was that Baba, in this dream, told her that the Baba Zoom was connecting all of us together, and we were forming a kind of a grid over the entire planet that was pulling the planet together as far as our community. And then she mentioned all the people that she saw in that network. And it was just a very startling dream. very similar to the thing that she experienced when she was a young person. You know, she said she was, you know, in her bedroom, and all of a sudden this figure in white sadra came into the room and told her, this is not your path and you've got to stop. And she was totally blown away with that, and didn't listen right away, but she eventually did follow his directives. And then later on, when we went to Myrtle Beach, to clarify it, we saw a photo of young Baba when he was like 26, standing there. And she just got weak-kneed and, you know, just said that was the one that came in my room. So, just a little afterthought about, you know, some of his work within us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Betty, go ahead, sweetheart. I don't know that you've shared, so that's why I'm jumping over you, Elizabeth. Go ahead,
I
Betty.
did. I'll say. You know, what comes to my mind is the word natural. Michelle was so, she just shared her whole experience. You know, I remember there was a time when she didn't know about this cancer, and she was saying, well, maybe I'm gonna go join Vesta. Maybe, you know, I don't know. She would just share. There was nothing, you know, pious or self-suffering, none of that. She was just like, here I am. This is what I've got. This is what I'm experiencing. You know, I'll share with you. Come along. It was so great that she just was direct and brought us with her family. Oh, thank you.
Sorry, she lived her life out loud. And we were so lucky. All right, Elizabeth, sorry, honey, go ahead. Uh-oh, I just muted you.
I just unmuted myself. That's okay, honey. So I just wanted to say, I had Diane was relating her experience of Michelle playing a song, especially for her, the names of God. Michelle would do that for me all the time. She would always play Stranger for me if she saw I was there. And it was so touching. And so it's interesting, Marvin, that you talked about this grid, because right before you said that, 5 minutes before, I was thinking, you know, what Michelle did was she established inner links, and they were so strong, they were personalized. So for me, it was the stranger. For Diane, it was the 7 names of God. For you, it was Ruthie, it was sister. I mean, everyone. I mean, that's how Baba works. He personalizes everything. And Michelle was doing that, and she did it using various senses all at once. The music, the words, her movement, how she looked at you, the feeling you got. I mean, there were so many things, and that's why we won't forget, because it's ingrained, it's cellular, it's scarred. I don't know what it is, and I really believe these are the kinds of inner links Baba talked about. These strong inner links, and we have been knitted together, and it's wonderful to hear that Michelle had this knowledge, or whatever it was, of this grid, and that it's helping to pull the world together. That is so uplifting to me, because I won't say the rest, but the thing I also wanted to say is I wanted to talk about Michelle's beauty. And I mean, it was inside, from the inside and out, but her physical beauty was amazing, and you could see it again on the video. And her gorgeous smile, her gorgeous smile was a welcome to everybody. And I just didn't think we should end this before mentioning that beauty that was expressed externally as well as internally. And of course, we can't forget her dog and all the children. But anyway, so I just wanted to mention that. Che Baba.
Jay Baba. Thank you, Elizabeth. That was a wonderful thing to bring up. You're absolutely right. Well, Michal, all right, darling, you go.
Because no one is putting their hands up.
Well,
And I'm remembering all these things that come up,
oh,
like her vegan food. Like she was a great cook. She was a great cook. Wow. And although I never ate her food, I know she was a great cook. And she was all vegetarian. But I also remember all the drinks that you made her when she was sick. Because you used to make her these strong health shakes that she would drink, and she would get a big, huge glass. And yes, and Elizabeth, the beauty, yes, the beauty. She became more beautiful with time. She became more beautiful, even without the hair. And she was so openly vulnerable and openly sensitive and open about it, not like all of us that we're shy about it. We don't share about that. She you know, how she talked about when her hair fell down and how they didn't tell her on time. And oh, she was so beautiful. I mean, inside and out. And she was a beautiful woman. And she grew more and more beautiful with time. And even when her hair was out, and even when it started growing, and I loved the way that you also had art together, that you were both artistic, and also in the same way, because you were in a big way doing these big things, and she was doing the earrings. I don't know, maybe she was doing also bigger things, I don't know, but that you both worked these things together. So I like that, you know, you had so many things together. You had Baba together, you had your love together, you had all these shares, all these feelings, and also the art. And that's very unique, very, very unique. You're very, very lucky.
At the Smithsonian, she was called the Color Queen.
What did you?
She was called the Color Queen.
Oh.
That's what their name for her was, because she would come up with all these color combinations for the earrings and for the pins and things. And yes, she did do a lot of work on the sculpture also. She, you know, when I first made this one-piece journey, she helped me to create the color story that it is. And I've since learned a lot about color from her, you know, as a result of that. She had an incredible taste of color, and she was, you know, very, not fashion conscious, but she was, you know, she came up with her own styles, her own way of looking.
She had a flair.
Yeah.
So how long were you together? How long? How many years?
33 years.
Oh, that's a nice number. 33.
Yeah.
They say it's a sacred number.
Yeah, it was not long enough.
You probably had before, and you probably will have after. You'll go join there, and there will be more years together.
Yeah. Well, you know, but you know, I guess the most poignant thing is that I'm like Elizabeth. I'll be missing that voice, you know, just hearing it. I mean, you know, I have all these tapes and things, but You know, I'll tell you the best part of that whole video was at Linda Jones's party. She asked us to come up to Grand Rapids and sing in her living room, and I did tape it just on the phone. But that one thing at the end of One Breach, she knew she had the audience completely wrapped around. And it was just such a beautiful moment at the end when she looked up and they just screamed at her. Anyhow, just my
Thanks for sharing. She was a magnet. But she wouldn't do it without you, darling. Without your love.
Thank you.
Not without Baba's love. No.
Well, Marvin, I think that if you have something else, we're happy to hear. Otherwise, maybe we'll just take a moment together.
Sure. That's good.
Thank you again for being here. I know it isn't easy for you, and for the beautiful, beautiful recording of her that we have now. And it'll be recorded on here so people can come back and look at it. But it is such a gift of love from you. It was a labor of love, and it comes through in every second of it. Thank you so much. Jai Baba.
Enjoy Baba's hug in Myrtle Beach. He'll hug you strongly and closely.
Jai Baba. Avatar Meher Baba.
Ki
TJ.
Avatar.
Mir
Baba
Baba
TJ.
TJ.
Avatar
Avatar Meher Baba
TJ.
Again, Marvin. Jai Baba.
Thank you so much for having this program.
Much love. Prayers are still going to you and to Aaron.